Yep, I bought another car. Actually, I bought two cars, but we're not going to talk about the Integra yet. That's going to be the next video. Basically, I got a really good deal on this wagon, and yes, it is RT four-wheel drive. Everything's still intact, so I wish I could keep it, but I'm basically going to fix it up, de-rice it, and sell it. And I actually got under it the other day after I got it home. It turns out it has fully adjustable Wagon Racing coilovers, so I'm going to steal those off of that and put them on my Civic because I've been wanting fully adjustable coilovers. These are good. These are Skunk 2 like Pro Series or whatever, but they don't have the adjustable dampening. So I'm going to swap the coilovers on the cars and then actually try to raise up the wagon a little bit because I hate when people lower RT four-wheel drive wagons because it defeats the purpose of the all-wheel drive system. But that's a rant for another day. But so I'm going to bring that in here and kind of show you the car and go from there. I guess maybe I'll turn this video into kind of, it'll maybe be a couple days of fixing it up. It's filthy on the inside and it needs some work. Well, that was awkward. I walked over to move the wagon and I forgot the steering wheel. I'll show you a little bit of the car while it's outside in the light. Interior wise, this is literally brand new, like the guy just put it in before he sold it. I'm gonna take this and put it in my hatch as well because it's just ricey and I've been wanting a steering wheel and it's Energy, so it's a pretty good brand, quick release. It's not gonna match my car, maybe I'll paint it or something, but I'm not too worried about it. Also, they had some ricer shift knob on it that I already replaced because I could not. I think this is Energy too, but I don't know, I hate that stuff, especially in this car. But yeah, the car is filthy, so I'm gonna clean it up. It's kind of like how that Integra was. I'll show you kind of an update on that in the next video with the other Integra, but this is, yeah, dirty, so I got a lot of cleaning to do and stuff before I flip it. It was missing one of the mud flaps, but it has it. It also already has all the stock. He kept all the stock stuff, like the wheel, obviously the shift knob, because I threw that on because it was just grossing me out. So yeah, I'm going to be putting it back to as stock as possible and go from there. And it does start up. It runs really good. It's just got no muffler. And I didn't even realize until like as I was loading the car in the trailer, it's already got a rear disc conversion, so that's pretty cool. I almost want to keep this one. If it was a 88, 89, I would, because it doesn't have the electric seat belts, but it is a 90, so it still has those stupid seat belts like my brown one. But yeah, base model. I think it has power steering. I have to kind of look again. It's very easy to steer because it's a Civic, but LS Webs, I might keep those just because they're nice and I'm just gonna throw some Steelies on it. The tires are bad, so I don't want to sell a car with bad tires for the most part. And it is fairly clean. It's just got like a little bit here, I think. I guess it's pretty clean down here too, actually. But someone rolled the fenders for whatever reason. I'm guessing they had some Stance Boy wheels on here before. And as you can see, literally all the boxes and stuff, like he just put all this, like the steering wheel and all that nonsense in there. I gotta find I'm hoping the center horn button is still in here because that's kind of important. Well, not important, but it just makes it look a lot nicer with the RT four-wheel drive Honda. So I'm going to check the glove box and kind of search for it. But yeah, as you can see, got some good coilovers and they're actually really nice. Like basically brand new. They look not really nice. Obviously they're nice. But yeah, I'm going to move the hatch over here a little bit, kind of angle it because that doesn't run, so I don't really want to pull that out and try to push it back in by myself. So move that over here so I can get both of these cars off the ground at the same time, basically. Swap the coils over. I gotta take some measurements on here for the ride height. so I don't have to realign it. And yeah, go from there. I'll kind of go through the car. So the only things that the car actually needs that I know of right now is an oil pan gasket, because it leaks right on the header, which is kind of annoying. My first EF did the same thing. It needs the speedometer. The speedometer doesn't work, so I don't know if it's a cable issue or what. I still have to kind of dig into it a little more. And it needs the axle pops out, I guess, when you drive it. So when I took it for a test drive, he told me about it. He says it pops out randomly, and he told me it was this side, but actually that side popped out. And I don't know if it actually does or not, because the guy actually bought this car when he was deployed, or right before he got deployed, and it kind of just sat, and then he came back and decided he wanted to sell it because he wants a truck. So yeah, he told me the axle pops out, and definitely did, but I'm kind of wondering if maybe it wasn't in all the way to begin with, because I know some people, when you put like a transmission in or whatever, it feels like the C-clip goes all the way in, but it doesn't go past like that second ridge. So I did pop the axle back in. I'm going to change the diff fluid just because I don't know how much is in there since it was out for a while, and then go for a test drive, see if I can get the axle to pop out or not. And if that's not an issue, then good. One less thing I got to fix. And then obviously de-ricing with all these stupid stickers everywhere. Okay, so I did the diff oil. I went for a drive, and I actually took some really hard corners to kind of test the coilovers and to try to get the axle to pop out again. It didn't pop out, so maybe I'm just lucky. I don't know. I gotta drive a little more before I kind of claim that issue is solved. But coilovers are good, and I tested the all-wheel drive actually in my driveway and kind of just got on it really quick in the low gear, and all fours still spin, so that's a good sign. But yeah, I'm gonna get this off the ground and start taking the coilovers off and putting them on my red car. Alright, got both my cars up in the air. As you can see, got the nice Megan Racing coilovers, and they seem to be in good condition. Like I said, I took it out for a drive and they're not bouncy or anything. It actually cornered way better than I thought it would too, for being a wagon. The tires were the only downfall. I was losing traction. The cheap Toyo Proxies or whatever they are. But yeah, I'm gonna start taking this apart. I'm not really gonna film much of this because there's a dozen videos on how to do coilovers on a Civic. So, but yeah, swapping them out now. I got the other side done, doing this side, and then I'm gonna do the back. I'm gonna adjust them another day because obviously the ride height is gonna, like I said before, I gotta adjust the ride height, but I'm gonna do it a different day. I have to find the spanner wrenches. I don't know if they're in the car or I might have to buy some. So that's just gonna be a different day. I just want to get them swapped over for now. Front is done. Now I'm on to the rear. Alright, got the coilovers swapped over. Kept getting interrupted by people, so it took way longer than it should have. But I'm gonna move the car back, get out of the way, and then probably adjust these maybe tomorrow or something to level out the car. Alright, it's the next day. I had to clean up all this crap. I gotta go to the dump. So, square body, I do still have it. I just don't do much with it because I can't afford to drive it. But I'm gonna pull the wagon back in and then start kind of working on the interior. So first thing I'm gonna do is take the wheel out since it's going to my car. And to make it look better, I don't know why you'd put a racing wheel in a station wagon, but self-explanatory. There's probably 100 videos on YouTube on how to do this, so I'm not gonna really film it. I'm just gonna take it out quick. I did find the emblem for the OEM wheel, but I didn't find the actual insert for the middle, so hopefully I'll find that out, or find that in here while I'm cleaning. Actually, maybe I'm just an idiot, because I've never actually had to take off an EF steering wheel with all the EFs I've owned. They either already had an aftermarket one in it, or I just never put one in. I think I just pop it right in. I just was assuming it had a little back plate or something because of these two little notches, but I think I can just pop it right in there. We'll see. Horn works. Alright, so now I'm just going to kind of get all the junk out of the car. There's a bunch of boxes and just crap in here. So I'm kind of just getting all the stuff out of there, putting the garbage in this box, and then kind of useful things or bits that I might be able to put back together. Like I found the little lens for the rear trunk light, stuff like that. There was a ton of these cotter pins in there. It was funny, but it was irritating to pull out. No real treasures in this car besides this one. It kind of shows you what kind of person owned this before the guy I bought it from. Anyways. Really hope I didn't get AIDS from that. Well, my little phone tripod thing broke. I gotta buy another one of those then, I guess. But putting this back together, you notice the nice blue rice LED. Well, it's gone. I hope it stays gone. But yeah, so now I can't really film putting the stuff back together, but you get the idea. Much better. Okay, so I'm back from the dump. I'm gonna vacuum the car out and then start cleaning the interior. I'm not gonna be able to really film much since my stupid tripod thing broke, so I gotta order another one of those. But I'll try to get a good comparison of before and after. As you can see, it is filthy, and it's just covered in dirt. I'm assuming he lived on a dirt road as well, or he was up and down a dirt road all the time. Because this is exactly what the Integra looked like, except this thankfully doesn't have cigarette tar all over the windshield and interior, because that was disgusting. But other than that, not too bad. I wish I had a shampooer I could shampoo the seats, but I don't have one. And the local shop here is $300 to just shampoo carpets and seats in a small car. So that is ridiculous, so I'm not even going to do that. But they'll try to figure something out maybe after. So what I use for cleaning interior, kind of weird, but this stuff actually works really good. Kind of like lifts the dirt up. So I use this, and then this stuff I got at the Family Dollar, but it's like a degreaser or something. But it also works really good, especially with nasty stuff like that. So use that, and then brushes. It helps get into like the little cracks and stuff. This one I use a lot for like getting into the switches or into the vents. You gotta hit it a couple times and then it's not too bad. So this is about as much effort as I'm going to put into the interior. If I had more time and I wasn't really trying to flip it, then I would definitely do more and be more thorough. But it's not too bad. I mean, the car was filthy. Like a layer of dirt everywhere. I'm going to have to invest in a shampooer because I really like to make the seats nice and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm going to do the exterior probably tomorrow. But I also might have something else coming tomorrow. So we'll see what's going on with that. Today is day 3 of the Wagon. I already started kind of cleaning the trim up. Sadly, it's already really late in the day. I've been extremely busy all day, but I'm just, right now, just scrubbing this with water on a rag, and it's coming off pretty well. I don't know, it's like dirt is baked in and stuck to it. So I'm gonna clean that up really good, and then going to do the heat gun technique probably to the trim, and then to get it to stay that deep black, you're going to want to ceramic coat it or wax it. A lot of people just heat gun it and call it good, but then it just fades right back after you do it. And there's also the tire shine technique. But on my red hatch, I did the heat gun with a ceramic coat over it, and it's been black for a long time now. So I'm going to do that. So actually, I'm going to be lazy, and I'm just going to tire shine the plastics on this car, because I really want to start tearing into the GSR, because I got a parts car and basically everything to put it back together, as far as I know, minus AC lines because a couple of them are broken. And that way I get this project out of the garage for now. So I'm just going to go ahead, clean the wheels quick, and then clean the whole car, or wash the whole car, and ceramic coat it. I'm not going to keep these wheels on it. I'm going to get steelies, like I said, because the tires are shot, so I'm not going to pay too much attention to them. And for this for this spray rattle can job they did to prevent rust or whatever from rolling the quarter panels, just get you some of this stuff and rub it away. And there you have it. There's a little bit of raw metal there, but I'm not too worried about it. Left that there because there's like no paint under there, so I don't know what they did, chipped it off or whatever. But good enough for what I'm doing with it. The ceramic coat I use, if you know me, I use New Finish better than wax. It works so good. I've used other stuff and it hasn't even compared. I'm not sponsored, I wish it was. I use this stuff all the time, and even on turds like this. I have never used it with the, it says you can apply it with a wet car, so I'm going to try that today just because I'm rushing. So I'm going to send it, see how it comes out. Easy to use. Okay, so the ceramic coat is done. I could have done a better job with everything, but basically, like I said, I'm rushing. So I'm just trying to kind of get it done because this is my last day off. But yeah, I'm gonna go do the tire shine. And a tip for the tire shine method, depending on your situation, like this, I'm not gonna be driving tomorrow or right now to a car show. It doesn't really matter that much, but if you lay it on thick, spread it out basically, and then go over it a little bit more if you have to, just to blend it in. And then just let it soak in. You can let it soak overnight, and then if it is still greasy, just wipe it off, and that way it actually soaks into the plastic. And that's the best way I've seen this stuff work, just personally on my other cars. Okay, so that's about it for detailing the exterior. Sorry this is kind of rushed. I've just been very busy. I did not plan on people interrupting me every time I'm trying to do something, but that's what happens. So I'm just gonna wrap this video up. Sorry it's all over the place. Stay tuned for the Integra. I have almost everything for it, for the most part, at least to get it going. So that's going to be the next video, and it's not going to be rushed because I'm not going to be on a time crunch, and I'm just, like I said, trying to flip this to make some money because your boy needs some money. I gotta start like a Patreon and crap for this YouTube nonsense. I'm just kidding, but yeah. If you like the video, I appreciate a like. If you want to follow my Instagram, poverty_society, stay up to date with everything. Actually, if you follow it now or whatever, you'll get a sneak peek of some of the other stuff that's going in the Integra because I got another parts car. So, thanks for watching.
Legend walk wagon, you feel me? We are the way up. Yeah, beat me up, Scotty. I'm leaving this body. I'm going up top. I'm burning this money. Don't care about money, no sir. Just tell him I'm yeah, beat me up, Scotty. I'm leaving this body. I'm going up top. I'm burning this money. Don't care about money, no sir. Just tell him I'm we up right now. Yeah, just tell him I'm